in the beginning, honey, I was like, okay, we gonna have to cut this short. You know, this whole to death do us part, that's a little ways away. How about we just speed this thing up and we just part now? I can't do it. Somebody help me out. Like, here, we're done. Take it, please take it.
Mark 10:9. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate.
These are 3 things that no matter where you are in life, hold on to these. Take these. Keep these in your mind. They deal with self-worth, with value, with operating as a daughter of the King. So, ma'am, yes, get into it, all right? Often in the Christian world, we feel like things are not supposed to be like that. They're not supposed to be like this. This is how you do that. This should be like this. Every courtship should go like this. Every marriage should go like this. Every child that's been raised in a Christian home should go like this. And we just have all these human false notions of what things should be like and how they should go. And oftentimes it's from a beautiful, sincere place, because we're saying this is the Bible. This is the standard of God. So this is how that thing should be. And yeah, but have we forgotten that the world is broken and we are broken individuals? A lot of things in life aren't going to look the way they are supposed to look because of the whole Garden of Eden thing situation. Sorry. So I just want you to be encouraged by that and know that if your relationships, if this season in your life, if your dream job, if your time in college, if your relationship, if your child, whatever, it doesn't look the way it's supposed to look, it doesn't make it outside of God's will. It just makes it human. It makes it a reminder that we need Jesus and that God is real and that sin is real. So don't let somebody tell you that it's wrong. Talk to God about it. What does He say about it? Has He ordained this? Did He send you in this direction? Did He order these steps for you? Well, trust that. Don't trust how it feels all the time. Don't trust how it looks all the time. We walk by faith, not by sight.
Ecclesiastes 4:12. Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken.
The first thing is that you make up 50% of your marriage.
And I'm not saying that we are 50%, like, no, I'm just saying a relationship is made of 2 individuals. You are one half of that relationship. You're not both people. You are one person, which is half of the 2 people that are required in the relationship. You make up 50% of your relationship. So
you can't change people, but you can change yourself. You are in control of your 50%. So if there are parts of your relationship that you want to change, then change you. Work on you. Let God do a work in you. I am a strong believer in, if you have a problem with someone or something, it's typically a reflection of the problem that you have within yourself. Earlier on in my marriage, there's so many things that I had an issue with, but as I stopped and reflected, I realized it's because those things were shining light on the unresolved issues that I had in myself. So I had to start to pray and work through those things and give those things over to God. My tendency to control, which is fear, my selfishness, my self-centeredness, self-righteousness. I had to work on all of that. Work on your 50%. So at the end of the day, over an end of a period of time, 6 months, whatever, if your relationship is not 100% where you want it to be, then you can say at least 50% of it has gotten better. It's 50% better than it was.
Colossians 3:14. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity.
The other thing is to be you. Earlier on in my marriage, I got so depressed. I lost myself. It just was not pretty. I started blaming my marriage for this dark place that I was in. Well, it's gonna be hard to be happy in a marriage if you are in a dark place. You can't be happy in anything because you are in a depression. So I had to realize it made no sense for me to say, oh, I wanna leave my marriage because I'm unhappy. Perhaps if I were happy, I wouldn't wanna leave my marriage. If I'm unhappy, I wanna leave everything. If I'm unhappy, I don't want to work here no more. If I'm unhappy, y'all children get on my nerve. If I'm unhappy, I don't feel like cleaning this house. If I'm unhappy, I don't want to talk to you and nurture this friendship. Like, I'm unhappy. So I had to be me, which is a happy, joyful individual, regardless of my circumstances. And too often we look to jobs, we look to relationships, we look to marriages, we look to our children to make us happy. And no. Only God can give you joy. Only God can give you peace. Only God can give you strength. And thank God for Him and His beautiful love for us, that He would allow us to have marriages and children and things that are sometimes conduits to joy, but they're not joy in and of itself. Jesus is joy, period. So I had to take that expectation off my marriage. Well, because I'm not happy, it means I'm not supposed to be here. No, because I'm not happy, it means I'm not leaning on God. I'm not trusting God. I'm not looking to God. That's unfair pressure to make somebody responsible for your happiness. What? I'm not Jesus. I can barely manage myself. You want me to manage you and me? My emotions and yours? Too much. Too much. Can't do it. So I had to go to God to find myself. When you lose yourself for Christ, you find yourself. So I had to seek God first so everything else could be added. So my joy, my peace, my strength, my vigor for life could be added. And once I became happy in my relationship with God, it became easier to become happy in my relationship with my husband. And once I became happy within myself, it became easier for me to become happy for the things outside of myself. And when you go through them seasons and you like, what is this? Don't jump ship. Are you 100% you? You definitely don't want to jump ship if the answer is no, because you're going to leave bitter, resentful, angry, broken, disgusted, busted. Nah. Be you. You owe it to you. You owe it to God. Like, God created you. This is me. I love me some Jesus on a good day, on a bad day, on a sad day. Like, if I'm crying my eyes out, honey, I'm still on fire for the Lord, period. So I need to be that at all times, regardless of my situation, regardless of my circumstances. I had to learn that. Be you. It is essential.
Ephesians chapter 4 verses 2 through 3. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace.
And then the third thing is to assume the best. For example, I am a 1 on the Enneagram. One thing about ones is like the dishwasher has to be loaded correctly. So when I go to the dishwasher and there are knives inside the dishwasher, I like to hand wash the knives. People know this if they live with me. So when I go to the dishwasher and there are knives in the dishwasher, I don't understand why there are knives in the dishwasher. Or if it's not loaded correctly, why are the glasses not at the top, honey? Why are the bowls not at the top? Why are the little plates not at the top or on the side of the big plates? Why are they all mixed in? And I would allow this to take me to 10, to make me angry, to make me feel like my husband doesn't love me and he's intentionally out to hurt me. And he did this to make me mad and drive me crazy and to tick me off. We wrestle not against flesh, honey. That is the enemy. It is spiritual attack. It is a lie of the enemy. He is seeking whom he may devour. All he does is steal, kill, destroy. In those moments, he's lying to me, talking about your husband don't care nothing about you. You don't even matter to him. He don't even care about your anxiety. It's the complete opposite. It's not him trying to make me mad. It's him trying to support me, trying to take something off my shoulder. But see how Satan will take something and manipulate it and twist it? You got to assume the best, because oftentimes it's not about you. I have a video on what I wish I'd known before marriage. Check that out. One of the things I talk about is not to take things personally.
There's a whole playlist on Christian relationships, so if you enjoyed this video, check out that playlist. It's more videos on how I met my husband, I had sex before marriage, all the things.
When you are assuming the best, you won't take things personally. And sometimes maybe they are trying to annoy you, but so what? What does it benefit you to think about the negative? Philippians 4:8, keep your mind on what is pure, what is noble, what is just, what is honorable, what is lovely. Just assume the best and then communicate your need for it. It's like, hey, will you make sure you let the toilet seat down? I've never had that issue, but we did have a bathroom issue, and I told Sean about it, and it's no longer an issue. Sean was 30 when I met him. For 30 years, he didn't know me. So he doesn't know what my preference is, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. Now I'm just mad because I'm expecting him to know all this stuff just because he's my husband and you're supposed to know me better than anybody else. Well, have you talked to him better than you talk to anybody else? Have you taught him and shown him? Have you given him space and grace to get to know you like you have everybody else? Have you taken a survey like you did for everybody else at work or whatever? Just assume the best. That person probably has no idea the extent to which something is driving you crazy. I know they are not trying to drive you crazy. They're on your team. They wanted to do it to put a smile on your face, but now you upset about it.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 7 through 8. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.
So y'all, that's it. Those are the 3 things that were game changers for me, that have made all the difference, and I say for sure they saved my marriage. Understand that I make up 50% of the marriage. Work on my 50. Work on my 50. And I'm not working on my 50 because I'm expecting you to work on your 50. I'm working on my 50 because my 50 is my 50. And when I go to heaven, I'm responsible for my 50. Well, my whole 100% self. But as it pertains to this marriage, God ain't gonna be at the pearly gates like, okay, well, he did do that one day, and he never worked on his 50 to the extent that you worked on your 50 in the way that you worked on your 50. So I understand why you bleached his clothes. Like, I understand why you talk to him like crap. I understand why you cursed him out every day. No, honey, you gotta work on your 50. Be you. So even outside of the marriage, be you. What do you enjoy? What do you love? What makes you happy? What are your hobbies? Where are your friends? What is your passion? What is your purpose? What's your relationship with God? Be you. Be you. And shine, babe. I'm cheering you on, Bible Beauty. Be you. And then the other part is assume the best. Assume the best, because your thoughts dictate your actions and your actions dictate your outcome. So if I've been thinking negative all day, you loaded the dishwasher like that because you just want to get under my skin and make me mad. You left that seat up again and you knew I was gonna go in there and I was gonna fall in, and you just don't even care about me. You don't think about me. You ain't got no respect for me. You just think about yourself. You so selfish you can't even let the seat down. If I'm thinking about that all day, then when you get home, my actions are going to be as negative as my thoughts gonna be. I'm gonna be short, I'm gonna be impatient, I'm gonna be rude, I'm gonna be nasty, I ain't gonna wanna be intimate with you. Like, no, because all day I've been playing negativity in my head, and now that my actions are negative, and guess what? My outcome is gonna be negative. I'm not gonna have a happy marriage. I'm not gonna have a positive marriage because I just been thinking misery and negativity and sadness and anger and rage. How you gonna get happy from irritability? I don't know. So assume the best, which allows you to think positively. It allows you to do Philippians 4:8. And if that's your mind, then your actions when your boo get home are gonna be loving and kind and patient. You know what I'm saying? And then the outcome is that you have a beautiful, God-honoring marriage. Okay, it's what we want. Do those 3 things, y'all. That's what saved my mind and my marriage. I pray they bless you again, no matter where you are in the relationship season phase, You need to do these 3 things for yourself in every relationship in your life. Hope this blessed ya. If you have not subscribed to the channel, will you please subscribe to the channel? Subscribe, join the family, y'all. 2021, God has given me so many things to share on this channel, and I'm ready to give you full transparency in all the things. So go ahead and subscribe, become a part of the family. I have new videos every single Thursday morning at 9 a.m. and then on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, I go live for Spiritually Woke Wednesdays. And you want to be a part of all that. You want to be a part of the work that God is doing. And I hope you want to help me do the work that God has called and created me to do. Yeah. Bye.